In this video, I'll give you my opinion on the Beats Fit Pro against the Airpods Pro. So I have been using the Airpods Pro for the last, I would say, 5 months, and I just got the Beats Fit Pro 2 weeks ago. Probably many of you are still looking and comparing both of them, so I decided to make a video of my own experience that may apply to you as well. So let's get started. What's similar between these two? Well, both of them have noise cancellation, although a bit different, I'll tell you in a few moments. Both have transparency mode. Obviously, both are made by Apple, so they both have the H1 chip, which means they are super easy to pair with an iPhone or iPad or even iMac. They both have the same water resistance, and they both have Siri if you need some assistance. Okay, now what's different? First of all, let's start with the most obvious one. The first thing you'll notice is the case. On my right side, the AirPods Pro, the case feels a lot more premium. It doesn't feel as hollow as the Beats Fit Pro. And just the material, I feel this glossy finish makes it feel a bit better in hands. It's also quite a bit smaller if you compare them. Another difference is that the case of the Beats Fit Pro doesn't support wireless charging. Okay, so you can just put them on a wireless mat the same way as the AirPods Pro with wireless charging case. On a plus side, I like that the Beats Fit Pro case uses a USB-C to charge. Here we're still using the Lightning cable, so USB-C quite more common these days, so this is a good point here. But definitely, if we just compare the case, I think the AirPods Pro wins here. Another difference between these two is that if you're doing sports, I think the Beats Fit Pro are a better choice. They have this small wing here that really makes them stay in place very well. Even if you move your head, even if you shake your head, they will stay there, they won't move. While the AirPods Pro, they're still doing a good job if you're using them casually, but if you're doing some sports involving moving your head around, well, you're gonna probably lose them. And since they're made mostly for people doing sports, doesn't mean that if you don't do sports, they're not good for you, but they're mostly designed for, I think, this kind of use. They have a physical button here. When you press it, it's like a physical button, where the AirPods Pro, every time you want to interact with them, you need to pinch them. And I find that while wearing them, every time I was pinching them, I was moving around them from my ears, so I always needed to adjust them after pinching. While the Beats Fit Pro, having a physical button here, every time I was tapping the button, I was actually pushing them even deeper in my ears, so that wasn't a problem. In the noise cancelling department, I found that both of these are doing a very similar job. Okay, it was very hard to tell the difference. I even put one in each ear and compared them. Oof, it was very similar. But since the Beats Fit Pro are staying much better in your ear, even if, let's say, you're eating something or talking, I found the seal to be much better. So this helped in the noise cancelling department. While the AirPods Pro, if you're moving your jaw around, well, they could, get dislodged from your ear canal and let some noise pass through. So on this point, and C, very similar, maybe a slight win here for the Beats Fit Pro. For comfort, I would say that it's very subjective, okay? The AirPods Pro, I found them to be very comfortable. I never had any problems with them. Where the Beats Fit Pro, it needed some adjustment at first. So as I told you, they have this small wing here that you need to fit in your ear. And at first, it was hurting me a bit. I had to adjust it, and many times pulling a bit backwards, a bit forward, just to find the perfect position where they can sit without hurting my ears. But after that, it was fine. I would say for the comfort, they're very similar, but I would still, if you buy the Beats Fit Pro, buy them from a place where you can send them back if they don't fit properly in your ear. Because I read some comment where some people, their ears kept hurting and they had to return them for this reason. Where the AirPods Pro, since they just have this sticking in your ear, well, there's not much to go wrong with them. Okay, for audio quality, it's very similar. Obviously, they're made by Apple. They have the same chip inside. They sound slightly differently. I would say sometimes the sound was crisper on the Beats Fit Pro, but really the difference is very hard to tell. Again, I wore one in each ear, and yeah, sometimes the Beats were sounding better, sometimes the AirPods Pro. So I don't think you're gonna decide which one to buy simply by comparing the sound quality, since it's very similar. They're very good, and yeah, you won't be deceived either way. For the mic quality, if you like to take calls with either of these, I have made a completely separate video comparing the mic situation on both of them. So please check it out. It's with my other videos in my channel. But what I would say is the sound of the mics had more bass in the Beats Fit Pro, while on the AirPods Pro, the sound was more thin, but at the same time maybe easier to understand. I really suggest you check my videos because you're gonna see the difference right away. So I think the AirPods Pro are a winner here, but at the same time, I think maybe it depends on the voice of the person rather than which earbuds you pick. On the battery side, I was able to get 1 hour and something, maybe 1 hour and 15 minutes more with the Beats Fit Pro. And this is huge, okay? The Beats Fit Pro have a 6-hour battery life in the earbud, while here on the AirPods Pro I was getting about 4 hours and 4.5, 4 hour and 15. The difference is huge. So if you like, as I said, to do some sports, or you don't have time to recharge them during the day, definitely go with the Beats Fit Pro here. The battery life on the AirPods Pro is not bad, it's not good, but yeah, big difference. Okay, so which one you should pick? Well, as you may have understand during this very short review, is that it really depends what you intend to do. If you're doing sports, okay, if you want to have something that sits snug there and you don't have to worry that it will fall, well, go with the Beats Fit Pro. The sound quality is almost the same as the AirPods Pro, and you won't lose many features apart the wireless charging. This I still think that they should have included it. If you're more a casual user, use them while you're commuting, at work or at school, whatever, and you won't shake your head around, well, go with the AirPods Pro. They have an amazing sound. Noise cancelling is, I would say, the same as this one, maybe just a bit worse, but seriously, you won't notice any difference. They have wireless charging, much more practical. If you like to bring them with you in your pockets, well, the AirPods Pro, the case is much smaller again, and of course it has this lightning, and I wish it was USB-C, but it's not that bad since it has wireless charging and you probably never charge them this way. So really it depends what are your needs, and either way you won't make a bad decision. They're both sounding super great, the mics are good, noise cancelling is really great. You can't make a bad choice. Sometimes the AirPods Pro are on sale. Can they be cheaper than these? For now, I think yes, since this is still a new product. I hope you enjoyed my review. Please leave a comment if you have any questions. I'll try to reply to them, and I'll see you in the next one.